How's it going, everyone? Sean here from Raw Technique Studios. I want to show you guys how to blend different reverbs to make it to where your beat sounds like it goes together instead of clashing or sounding washed out or muddy or anything like that. So in an example, say you have a beat that you're writing or a beat that you're mixing, and it has an instrument that has a reverb already on it. So say that's, for example, like this one is a chord progression, and this would be the main sound in the song. So let's listen to that. All right, so that's our main sound, and it has a reverb on it. It's a long, drawn-out reverb that is nice and smooth. It's not harsh or bright or anything like that. So I want to stick to that smooth-sounding reverb for my other instruments that I may want to add reverb to. So in this example, I'll be using a snare because I feel like this snare is a little bit too dry. Alright, and in this beat, I would like the snare to have a little bit of reverb on it so it blends a little bit better with the chord progression that has that reverb. So what I want to do is set up a reverb track. So on my sends here, on the snare, I'm going to go to a empty bus. So let's just go bus 1 and 2. And then I want to go here and select pre. This is going to be my pre-fader setting. And then I could go ahead and exit that. Now I also want to create a new track, so I'm going to go track, new, I'm going to do a stereo track, and then I'm going to go over here to aux input and create. So that brings up this right here. I'm going to go ahead and solo safe this, so hold down command and click solo. That'll make it grayed out. That just makes it to where if I solo the snare, the reverb will still be coming through as well. So now on this aux input, what I want to do is make it to where this is sending from here into here. So on the input, I'm going to go to bus 1 and 2. That makes it to where I'm sending from bus 1 and 2 into bus 1 and 2 on the aux input. Under inserts, I'm going to go ahead and select a multi-channel plugin, go down to reverb, and I'm just going to go with the stock deverb for this one. And then what I want to do is go ahead and give it a listen. So right now, the way it's set up, I'm going to hear the snare with the reverb in addition to it and the instrument. But what I want to do is just listen to the reverb from the snare, but not the snare's direct source. So I'm going to go ahead and unsolo that. And if you don't have the other instrument soloed, then you could go ahead and mute it out. So I'll just do that as well. And because my fader is pre-fader, I'll still be able to hear the reverb come through here. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is listening to that, and we're going to go through this reverb and find something that we like. So something that blends well with the reverb that's already on this chord progression. So I'll just go ahead and go through it and then pick something and make adjustments as needed. Okay, so out of all of these, I thought the plate sounded way too bright and harsh. It doesn't blend well with our smooth, drawn-out reverb that's on the chord progression, so definitely not a plate. The church just sounded too much. I'm going to either go with hall or room. I thought the room sounded okay, but let's go ahead and try out hall and see how that works. I'll make some adjustments as we listen. Okay, so I think that sounds a lot better. It sounds a lot smoother, and it sounds like it blends well with this instrumental. Another thing we could do to make it even better, if you feel like you need to make some additional tweaks, is on your reverb aux input here, underneath the reverb, go ahead and throw in a EQ. And you could make some extra tweaks on here to make it blend even better. So I felt like it was a little too harsh right here still, so I'm going to take out some of that from the reverb. And I like how that sounds. So now what I could do is go back up here and let my snare come through the direct source so I could hear it blended with the reverb. Alright, so I think that sounds good, but I have way too much reverb on my snare there, so I want to take it down and just blend it in there nicely. So something around there sounds good. Then I could compare it to my original. So here it is without reverb, and then second time through I'll turn the reverb on. Alright, so that's something you could do to get your instruments to blend well together. Make sure the reverbs sound like they go together and they're not washing each other out or fighting each other. So if you guys are interested in picking up the sample that I used here, this is from my sample pack. This is just one of the snares that are in there. I have a bunch of other things, 808s, stuff like that. You could download that and use it and try out these different techniques, or you could just have a sample pack to create your own beats. It's 100% royalty free, so just free samples to use. Go ahead and click the link down below. It'll take you over to a form to fill out, and it will send you the sample pack. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.